Good evening, I'm Juhi Rajput and you're watching Emerging SME, a TV program which highlights the achievements of those SMEs which from a modest beginning have now become a brand name in their respective business verticals. The first company we are featuring today is Alpha Design Technologies. Alpha was established with a view to put into action Make in India policy of Government of India. To talk on company's innovative product range, we've been joined by Mr. H.S. Shankar, CMD Alpha Design. Good evening, Mr. Shankar, and welcome to the show. Mr. Shankar, first of all, tell us about the wide range of products offered by Alpha Design Technologies.
We have been concentrating on defense electronics and avionics products and projects. Optoelectronics and fire control systems for the armed forces, that is for the tanks and infantry. Then for the electronic warfare equipment, again needed by Army, Air Force and the paramilitary forces. Then the communication and C3I systems. And we also went in for meeting the requirements of the various specific requirements of the missile systems, particularly in the RF seeker. Then we went over to the requirements of the simulators and the contract manufacture and other areas.
Mr. Shankar, please share with us some of the prestigious orders backed by Alpha Design Technologies in defense sector.
National scenario, the orders we have bagged over the period of time for the last about 14 years since we are being in the service now. It would concentrate mostly on the fire control system like handheld thermal imager sights, the tank oriented thermal imager based fire control systems, both for the T-72 tanks and the BMPs. And then we have got also the orders which we have executed on the EW side, quite a few projects for the DRDO, and that is for the laboratories which was in Hyderabad and in Bangalore. Then we have also made out certain projects and products for the requirement of the armed forces through Bharat Electronics, particularly for the upgradation of the helicopters. Then we have got for the export orders various equipment and systems which we have provided as part of the offsets. So these are the broad canvas of products and projects which we have dealt with in the years for the past few years. And we are also at present also carrying on the same group of equipment and systems which are added with certain simulators for the tanks called as the BMP simulators, for which we have got the orders for more than almost about 47 crore rupees now. 57 numbers we have to deliver this year and next year. Then we have got the laser target designators needed by the army, some 113 numbers, which we will again be doing it this year and next year.
Mr. Shankar, how is Alpha Design Technologies contributing to Make in India policy of the Government of India?
Yeah, this is a very important initiative in our opinion which Government of India has taken. And we are the prime movers, and then we have taken a lot of advantages out of this. And also we feel that it has given a tremendous boost to the indigenous development, manufacture and production and supply to the armed forces. Basically what it has envisaged is that as for the defense procurement policy, quite a lot of the procurements by the Government of India has been categorized into various categories such as Buy India, Buy and Make India, and Indian design, developed, manufactured products that could be given to Indian armed forces, and then Make 1 and Make 2 different categories of projects and products which could be developed, productionized and supplied to the armed forces. So on that basis there is a very, very nicely laid out, well-proven ground for working, where the public sector enterprises, private sectors compete on equal terms, and whichever is technically qualified and which is the lowest cost will win the orders. So on that basis we have been able to win the projects, and because of this the projects that are developed in India as our own R&D projects get the priority and the preference, because those which are developed here by our own R&D can be had at a lesser cost and lesser price comparatively as compared to those with which we work, let us say, on a technology transfer basis, where large amount of technology transfer fees and other procurement has to be done from abroad, which will always be costlier.
Mr. Shankar, Alpha's management, operations and production executives and skilled technicians combine a wealth of experience in all facets of defense technology. Please tell us something about your core team.
And in our company, from the beginning, we had the advantage of taking the best out of the professional capabilities that are available in Indian market. Most of our senior level people, we have more than about 30 senior level people. They are either ex-Bharat Electronics, ex-HAL, or former people who have served with distinction in DRDO laboratories, and including those from the retired service people from Army, Navy, Air Force. We have all combined together to form the core team at the top echelon. Now, we have a middle level people who are being brought up from inception as young engineers, and now they have reached the stages of 10 years, 14 years service, who form the middle management group. Then we have got large number of engineers, more than about 650 engineers, directly from the universities and from the diploma institutions. And they form the bulk of our technical professional manpower. Each of the products and projects that we make, we have at least about 20 to 25 our own subcontractors with whom we have developed a very close relationship and rapport, and similar quality assurance facilities and all that and capabilities we have built up. So that is our first tier 2, tier 3 partners in India. Secondly, with some of them, we have developed a sort of a joint venture, or sometimes we have even bought them over, these companies. We bought over a company called as Stockholm Engineering Services, which was manufacturing subsystems and airframe parts for HAL, for the Sukhoi aircrafts. We put a lot of investments over there, and it is one of our prime companies now, which is our own subsidiary company. And this has given a base for companies abroad to come and have a look at us, that if we are already doing for very high-end fighter aircrafts, why can't we utilize them also for the requirements for companies abroad? So we are having a lot of such collaborative projects coming up, both with companies in Israel and also in Germany and of course in Russia. So these are the three areas which we have concentrated upon in bringing up. This company abroad, that is Elbit, have come over to us, and together with them we have established a joint venture company which is 49% equity from abroad, 51% from us. So like that we have formed the joint venture company with Elbit, and this was signed during our Honorable Prime Minister's visit last year to Israel on the sidelines, and then later now we have given our own presentations to the Government of India for obtaining the industrial license. So these are the prime initiatives we have taken.
Mr. Shankar, Alpha Design Technologies aims at creating strong indigenous R&D and technology base. What's your vision for the company?
Our R&D is very strong. Whatever little we get out of our profits, major portions of it we reinvest in our R&D, and that is coming up very well, and it will be the basis for our future projects and products. In addition to these initiatives which we have taken in the defense and avionics field, we also decided about 3 years back to get into the space activities. We were very lucky to have been selected by ISRO for being the first private sector industry to be awarded the prestigious project for assembly, integration and testing called as the IRNSS type of satellite. 2 of them we made it, IRNSS 1I recently, which was launched from Sriharikota on the 12th of April this year, and it was the first time that a private sector industry was successful. So one of our satellites in which we have contributed and in which ISRO has given us tremendous support and help. ISRO scientists are very well known for their professional capabilities and knowledge, and with their help we have developed this and we have made this, and we have also been working with ISRO on various other projects, both on the launcher side and on the ground segment. On the basis of this success, ISRO has again allocated to us the projects in the SORC countries. As you can remember, the SORC satellite was launched by the Government of India, by the Prime Minister, and all the Prime Ministers of the SORC countries joined together, hailed this particular satellite, which was launched by ISRO about a year back. And on the basis of the success, now we are going to do one after the other. We have already got the orders for doing it in Bhutan, and we will now be doing it in Bangladesh later, and in Afghanistan and Nepal and Sri Lanka and all that. We have already done it in Maldives. So this spread of knowledge through the ISRO satellites which are up above, that is going to be spread on the ground segment by our own R&D and production engineers, service engineers, and that is giving a boost, tremendous boost to spread of knowledge, which we consider it as of great importance.
Thanks, Mr. Shankar, for joining us in the program.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure talking to all of you friends.